Vinny and Jose were working on the balcony, so I decided to work on Victoria's bathroom. We had put all of the boxes to her closet system inside of the bathroom so we could do the floors. So now I'm just moving that all out so I can install her vanity. And I have been saving this for last because her bathroom is the one with the laundry chute, which I am super excited about, but also nervous. Just making sure that everything lines up perfectly. And I've never really made anything quite like it. But I also told her that I saved the best for last. So I just started off by attaching the filler to the cabinet that's going right next to the wall. Anytime a cabinet is next to the wall, make sure to add this, even if it's only 3/4 of an inch, just so once your trim is up, your doors and or drawers would open properly. And for all the kids' bathrooms, I chose to go with a wall-mounted faucet. It's just so much easier to clean around. So I had to pre-plan these in advance just to make sure that the center of the sink cabinet would be right in the center of the faucet. This bathroom was a little bit more difficult for the plumber just because it's on a block wall. So he had to chip away the block just to be able to fit that faucet in there. But all of the plumbing fixtures throughout the entire house, I'm using Pfister faucets, and I had picked the fixtures out way long ago, so I am so excited that it's almost to this point. Once I got that first cabinet leveled, then I just attached the second cabinet, and I like to use shims just to set it in place, make sure everything's level, and then attach the face frames of the cabinets first, and then attach it directly to the studs, or in this case, the blocking that I had the framers add. And for that center sink cabinet, all of the plumbing is coming from the floor, so I carefully measured and then used my hole saw to cut the bottom of the cabinet. That way I could just sit it right on top of the plumbing before installing. All right, so in Victoria's bathroom, I have these 3 pieces installed, and basically it's a combination of 5 base cabinets to make the length of her vanity. So I have 3 of them installed. This one here is going to be the tricky one because right underneath here is where I'm going to be creating a laundry chute. Never done it before. I was thinking of basically just taking out that shelf there and then cutting the bottom of this cabinet out. It is a door front, but I'm going to end up changing the hinges so it could be pulled forward, and then that way she could just throw her clothes in there and it'll slide down. But I am having to cut the opening then here, which is in the laundry room, in the upper cabinet. So I'll take you guys downstairs to see that. And then I'll put nicer wood, I think, in here. Originally, I was thinking of like a metal, but I'm thinking just like a very like smooth piece of plywood, and wrapping that around will be the best thing to do. And then that way I can make it exactly the size that I need to. But that little hole that you see there is where I punched a hole up from the laundry room cabinet, so that way I can see exactly where this center is versus down there. And before I could finish up, the countertop company called and said they were on their way for measurements. So I hurried to install those last 2 cabinets. So tomorrow I'll take those back off and start cutting for the laundry chute.